Oh, welcome back, everybody. We're eating lunch. It's good. Drinking it today. A little smoothie action. Got me some strawberry smoothies, some honey, some almond milk, a little bit of yogurt. It's delicious. So, oh, look at that. Oh, oops. I don't know. iPad technicals. Let me just, I hear myself. That's a little weird. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. We had a little bit of snow. Mother Nature graced us with 1.5 inches and some ice this morning, so it was good. Just enough to cause some accidents. Hope everybody's all right. I know Devin escaped this morning without crashing. Can't say everybody else didn't. But so I thought today it'd be really good to talk about integrity. And how do we define integrity? I don't know. Maybe everybody thinks they have a level of integrity, but do you? Seriously? We thought came up today to do this topic because one of the companies I worked for in the past closed its doors, and it's one of the things that when I was reflecting on it, like why'd they go out of business? This smoothie's delicious. We were gonna do an almond milk challenge here this morning, or on the Facebook Live, because Devin has a nut allergy, and we thought it would be great to have him drink some almond milk and see if I could need to revive him with his EpiPen, but he declined. So, are you sure we can still do it? He's sitting right here. So if you're
the EpiPen's too far away.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can get it. I might have an old one in my desk. That's what we could do. We could do test the potency of the like a 10-year-old EpiPen. It might be 15. Still on that little window in it, still clear. So I think it's still good. It's for emergency use only. So if anybody wants to see Devin get jabbed with an EpiPen, just put it in the comments. So integrity. So I got a great book here. I picked this up last summer with a buddy of mine. Oh, that smoothie's that's going down great. Perfect today. I pinned it. This is a book by Stephen Carter on integrity, and if you guys ever want a good quick read, this is it. And what I like about this book is, a lot of people are like, oh, well, there's always some gray areas where we can massage around it and not have to live to our values. And he really lays out that, winning is by playing by the rules, by having a high degree of integrity nets us far more than when we don't. So this is an older copy. I got this. There's the receipt in it from the Autumn Leaves used bookstore in where was that? Oh, Ithaca, New York. Yeah. But great book. So if you get this, it's a little dated, but the principles all apply. Stephen L. Carter. Yeah, that's his picture on the back. What? There it is. And, here's just a little thing on it. Carter is the appropriate person to begin this discussion on integrity. He wrote with integrity long before he wrote about it by the New Republic. So a little review. Book review there. All right, so let's get to today's, here it is. Daily moment on sarcasm. I'm going to look up and see what it says about integrity in here, because this might be pithy today. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm not even sure that word's in here. Ooh, intimidating is, that might be a good one. Oh, it's not. But we have a couple good ones. Oh, intellectual. It's good when they've highlighted it in here. Somebody who actually thinks about stuff. These dangerous subversives are notoriously good at blending in a normal society, but as a general rule, if the person next to you wears glasses and has never slipped a $5 tip and we'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. Got a little salty with the language. Intimidating, using fear to browbeat or coerce, a tactic often employed by a Marine boot camp drill instructor, mafia enforcers, and people trying to sell you pre-owned Kias. Didn't try to buy a Kia, but let's one of these guys try to strong arm me. But so integrity, this is really important when we're talking, especially in sales and customer service. And I like to define integrity really by the fact that you do what you say you're going to do, right? And obviously there's a level of ethics that go into that. I would say Mother Nature's not all that integrity. It doesn't have that much integrity. What do you think, Devin?
I mean,
they say they're going to snow.
Probably not the best person to ask because you just have something against her.
Yeah. But that's kind of at the heart of it. The other thing about integrity is that you're authentic, that you are who you are, and you're not trying to be somebody else or trying to act like a certain way. So, you really, when we're doing the self-reflection, we're doing mindset stuff, integrity's got to be part of that because you have to be honest with yourself, and honesty obviously is a trait of integrity. And it's one of the things that I looked at, the last company when I left, there wasn't a high degree of integrity, and it's about the consistency, right? So part of that is, are you consistent in your action, in your words, and in what you deliver, right? There's a stream of integrity that comes through that. And in thinking about today's talk, one of the thoughts that I had about that is, really, it takes a high degree of courage to have that integrity, right? And when we think about it, when does integrity break down? Well, it really breaks down when we get into fear, right? When something's happening that's not going our way, or we can't really see our way out of it, and we think there's a shortcut, and we're trying to get out of it without maybe having a hard conversation with an employee. Because integrity it has to permeate your entire organization. You have to be. You can't have integrity in one area and not in another, I guess is what I'm saying. Because when you do that, then you don't have integrity. So if you're not supporting your employees in a way that's congruent, then that's gonna get out. Jack Welch, I think it was Welch, or maybe it was, I forget. But, and you see the meme all the time now, and I just can't, I don't think it's Jack Welch, but it's really about, hey, we got visitors. It's probably my wife. Come talk about money. Hi, honey. We're doing a Facebook Live in here, so I'll be right with you.
You ruined it.
Unless you want to come in and sit down and have a chat. We're live. Say hi.
Hi, everybody.
See? There she is. It's fantastic. And we're talking about integrity today. So, I'm drinking my smoothie. So, it's right here. See? Smoothie. It's
Does
delicious.
that give you integrity?
Yeah, it does. All right, you can go. I'll be right with you.
Okay. We'll hold your 2:30 appointment time with me.
Oh, she's early. I still got 5 minutes. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so you have to treat your employees with integrity. Devin's over here laughing. It's cracking me up. I think we're all a little embarrassed now. Trying to sneak this in. See, my wife has a high degree of integrity because she's on time. Actually, a little bit early today. Whew. We're, so following up, being on time, high degree of integrity. But having the hard, honest conversations with your employees is another great example. So what we were saying before is you can't have integrity in one area and not in another, right? So, and with the last company shutting down, it was interesting when we started to peel that back. It was really about and I think that was one of the issues that they had. The congruency of their actions meeting their words and not coming off as, the used car salesman, as we read about in the Book of Sarcasm, not being that Kia dealer. I don't know why they picked on Kia in the
Who drives a
Book of
Kia?
Sarcasm. Are they still a thing? Are you looking for a Kia? I just saw that they launched they have some sports car that does 167 miles an hour, so
I don't know.
They get not too bad.
Some old race car driver driving it that I've never heard of. He's probably European. I don't know. Air. We'll go back to the Book of Sarcasm. The glorious God-given substance that provides our every breath of life while also containing the disgusting contagion pathogens that will one day kill us. Gotta love air. I don't think that word's in here either. Let's look up. Nope, not in there. I gotta get it better. I gotta write my own one of these. So the other thing, when we're talking about authenticity, we do a lot of career coaching and things, and it's, that ability to be authentic with yourself and who you are is huge, and it just adds a whole other degree of having that integrity when you love yourself enough to be who you are and just go out and be that person and not try to be somebody else. So I think that's what's on the magic whiteboard over there. Oh, I guess the last comment, we talk a lot about this, is really on the choice to have that integrity. That you make a choice to with your decisions on whether or not that you're willing to have integrity during our conversations, during a sales cycle, and this especially comes into customer service when you're serving others and giving support and whatnot. And I was just thinking of a couple of times when, and I'll pick on Xfinity because they're awful. I mean, they have really good, and I think this is why we tend to get irritated with certain people, as companies or whatever. I'm looking at Devin, he's looking at me like he must be a tad bit agitated. But it's the fact that when you don't have integrity and you're not congruent with your words and actions, it tends to upset people, because when you tell somebody something and you don't follow up, what you've done is you've set that expectation. And that's why we all get angry with other people, because of missed expectations. So have I missed any expectations of yours? Where does he begin? He's good. Yeah. Let's have an airing of the grievances.
Here, let's show my whiteboard of all the things I put.
So you think about that, and you think about the expectations you're setting with your employees or your customers, and make sure that you're following up with your actions on that. And we have another friend of mine. A client of mine. They're all friends, but he's out in California, and a lot of the stuff when he started with one of the companies he was at, they didn't follow up. They talked a great game, and then they wouldn't back it up in the contracts when he signed up for work, right? So it's really was a flag that they lacked integrity within the company. So think about that when you're really focusing, you're bringing people in and you're setting expectations. Are you following that up with the proper employee agreements in that case? So yeah, I think that's good for today. We'll be back. I think we're going to start trying to get these on a more regular time. That's one of the things we're going to do, so you guys can subscribe and make sure you get notified when we're doing this. But one of the ideas. So hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm going to go meet the wife and have a wonderful, wonderful, partially sunny day here in York, Pennsylvania.